Hi guys, it's BB. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, I hope you like the hat. Happy Christmas to all who celebrate, and thank you to Beatbox for sending this to me. It is so cute, and I thought it would fit the video today because I will be posting this around Christmas time. So yeah, today's video is just gonna be super chill, little chit chat style. Just want to talk to you guys about a concept that I think a lot of us are experiencing right now, and kind of a mindset that a lot of us are going into 2023 with. Also, Scooter is a paid actor. It's the end of the year. I've been thinking a lot about the events I've attended this year, how I'm feeling with live events this year, and I wrote an article recently for Lunchbox, which you can find on the blog on their site. But I talked about event burnout, and you can read through the whole article to kind of get the gist of what I'm going to talk about in this video a bit more in detail. But I think that event burnout is a term that's getting thrown around a lot lately by people who love attending festivals. So we're going to talk about that today. You know, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and how I'm feeling. And if any of you guys are kind of feeling the same way, feel free to drop some comments down below. And this isn't meant to be like a negative video, it's just more of like we're gonna talk about why I'm scaling back from festivals in 2023. Spoiler alert, I will not be doing the crazy run of festivals that I always do. So I kind of want to talk about why, and also just kind of, you know, make that public knowledge, because there's not going to be as many vlogs next year. I'll still do my normal prep content, but yeah, I don't really have many events planned for 2023. So let's chat about why. I feel like personally, when the world reopened in 2021 in the summer, I just went absolutely ham on every festival, every show. I did everything, and not just festivals, but I attended shows multiple nights a week in New York because Mirage reopened, Avant reopened. It was just like the best thing in the world. So I was there way too much, and I just like had to be at everything. It was like I had this FOMO from being inside for so long, and I couldn't miss a damn thing. I was loving every second of it. I was loving the crazy traveling and the going out till sunrise, and I missed it so much. It felt almost like, people always say you can never really feel that feeling of your first rave ever again because it's just so special and life-changing, but truly coming out of COVID, like going back to events almost felt like raving for the first time again, and that's why it was so special. It just like was the best feeling in the world, being back with all my friends, even strangers, being in venues again, and I was just over the moon that everything was back to normal. I can now say, after crowding my calendar with so many events, it finally started to take a toll on me. I would say like this year in the spring, going into the summer. Forest and EDC honestly were the only festivals this year that felt truly special to me, which is really sad, outside of the ones that were related to like work and industry relationships that I went for. Like all of that aside, like Lost Lands did not hit the same for me this year. Ember Shores did not hit the same for me this year. I was always the person who was like staying out the latest after even a normal festival night is over. Like was always the one going to all the afters, all like the sound camps at Lost Lands I loved staying for. This year I literally did not stay for more than an hour after Lost Lands ended at night. I would stay for like one sound camp set. And Ember Shores, literally as soon as the festival was over every night, I went to bed. Which is like so unlike past me. Like I had no desire to keep partying. And certain festivals that I didn't go to this year that I watched other people go to, like EDC Orlando, which always was one of my favorite festivals to attend, just because it's an East Coast one-ish. It's in Florida, but all the East Coast people go. It's like a mini EDC. It's super fun. Watching everyone go to EDCO this year, I had zero FOMO. I don't feel that pull of like, oh my god, I'm missing out so much, I have to be there, why am I not there? Did not feel that one bit this year for all the events that I didn't go to, and I didn't even enjoy going to local shows anymore. It's so bad. Like I went to a show recently, and Garrett is kind of on the same page with me, and we were about to go, and we were just sitting there looking at each other. We were like, we really don't want to go. Which is so sad, but this is what we're chatting about today. And I know for me personally, with local shows in New York, I've stopped going to them. Like, I went to Excision at Mirage in August. That was the only show I went to from August to December. Recently I went to see Jem and Tori, and that was like the longest break I've ever taken from going to shows here. And that has a lot of other factors to do with it, and I'm not sure if you guys can relate to this with your own cities, but I know for New York it's been fucking awful. The crowd has just gotten increasingly worse, and I just don't have the energy to put up with people anymore. It's just like, Mirage used to be my safe space for going out, seeing my favorite music, seeing friends, meeting new friends, and now it's just people who are not there for the music or the scene whatsoever. Like, they just get fucked up out of their minds. They don't know crowd etiquette or even like basic consideration for other people around them. Like, I am so sick of going to shows at Mirage and Avalon and people are just so fucked up and they're like bumping into you and like spilling drinks. I'm like, and they're just having conversations with each other, like not even facing the stage, not even giving a shit about the music, and it just grinds my gears. I don't know what happens. I think a lot of it has to do, I always hate, this is where I struggle because I never want to be like a gatekeeper, but at the same time, Mirage and certain dance music artists just like blew up on TikTok and it drew in new crowds, and I'm all for people, you know, discovering the scene, but I'm not for people discovering it and not respecting it. And I just cannot deal with the crowds here anymore. It's truly gotten so bad. I just don't want to put up with it. I really don't. Also, it's just a general point, life is getting really fucking expensive right now, as we all know, and I just, for festivals, don't have the funds to be doing this the same way I did and have done in previous years, where I do like 8 or more festivals a year in one go. I don't have the funds for that next year anymore. Like, an Electric Forest GA ticket being almost $600 shook me to my core. Now, I still will be attending Electric Forest, but like, I looked at that price and I was like, there was a brief moment where I was like, do I even want to go to Forest, like, to pay this much money? I don't really know if I do. Obviously now, after thinking it over, I love Forest and I will be attending, but I just looked at that and I was like, that is a fucking absurd amount of money for a general admission pass to a festival in the middle of nowhere. The world's getting expensive, prices are increasing, and that is a very beautiful festival and a beautiful experience. It's more than just 3 days, you know, whatever. But I just like, shit is getting so expensive. I know for Mirage, which I'm very blessed that I don't have to pay for shows at Mirage because I can go through my job, but regular tickets at Mirage now are like starting at $70. That is fucking crazy. And obviously it's also because of the renovations and whatnot, whatever. And then when you go, like, if you want a drink, each drink is 20 bucks, you know, and then Uber's there and back, or the train there and back, whatever. It's just all adding up so much. I've just started thinking about it, and like, if you look at my bank account from when the world reopened in 2021 to now, like, I really haven't made that much money because I've been blowing it all on traveling to festivals and all the associated costs that come with it. And I just was thinking about next year and I was like, I could have so much more money for actual life milestones that are happening next year if I just stopped going to every single event, which is big for next year because I'm moving in with Garrett next year, which is the biggest blessing that 2023 will bring me because this long distance shit will be fucking over. And I am just so excited to put money towards that instead, not just like the new apartment, but also just new experiences, like living together and like being in New York together that aren't shows and festivals. I just think that's where my priority is for next year, is moving in with Garrett and prioritizing other travel. You know, this year I talked about it in my Lunchbox article, but I finally went on a real holiday that wasn't like for a festival. I went to Punta Cana with him and I was just like sitting on that beach and I was like, I fucking miss this. Like, traveling to actually relax and not being like go 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 go, bender bender, woohoo, go go go. Like, it was so nice to just fucking sit on a beach for a week and not have any responsibilities. Like, I took off work, I was chilling, like the phone was on do not disturb, and I just like came back feeling so refreshed and rejuvenated. I was like, why do I not do this more often? Like I go on all these trips, but they're for festivals, so like it's so chaotic and crazy, and I come back feeling like fucking shit. Also, growing up, y'all, like the hangovers are no joke, and the recovery is no joke anymore. I know people are gonna laugh because I'm only 24, but the difference in my like bounce back ability from when I was 21 versus 24 is astonishing. Like it literally destroys me now if I go to a Mirage show on a Saturday, which they end at like 4:35 in the morning. I'm still wrecked by like Sunday night going into Monday. It ruins the rest of my weekend. If I drink, the hangover is from Satan himself. And I just like that horrible recovery period afterwards, it's gotten to the point where I'm like, is the going out part of it even worth it? Because I go and the crowd sucks and like it's expensive as fuck, and then it ruins my next day. Like I've started deciding that I'm only really gonna go to shows in New York if it is like an absolute favorite artist, you know? Because I used to go to everything even if I wasn't like crazy about the artist. It was just like how I went out, you know? Because I don't go to like bars really in New York. I don't do that kind of going out. To me, my going out is going to shows. So like I would go to any artist, I would see any set, I don't care, I just love it. And now I'm like, I don't really want to put myself through this unless I am obsessed with that artist that I'm gonna see tonight. So many factors going into this, and I've just decided that next year is my break year, and maybe at the end of next year I'll be like, fuck, I miss doing a ton of festivals, I want to do it again in 2024. But for right now, all I have planned is EDC Las Vegas and Electric Forest, so I will have content for that and I will be attending. That's where you'll find me next year. I'll be at local shows still, but only for my favorite artists, like I said. And I think the only other event I have planned to travel for is Trilogy in the summer in Denver. And this is all, again, outside of work related ones, so like, you know, Miami Music Week is on the table for work again, Electric Zoo is on the table for work again. That's different. I'm talking about ones that I'm like attending myself just because I want to. That's where I'm at, you guys. And you know, with EDC and Forest, it's also going to be a bit different because, as I mentioned in my Forest content this year towards the end, I'm not going to be vlogging Forest next year. I'll be vlogging EDC. I'll do tons of like pre-festival content for both of those. But it's just gonna be a different year, and I feel my priorities shifting. And this year, you know, I put a lot more time into my relationship and into regular travel and into, you know, spending time with friends outside of events, and it just reminded me why I need to do that more. So that's where I'm at going into 2023. So you're not gonna see as many vlogs next year, and I want to apologize for that, but I also know I don't really need to, because, you know, I feel like everyone is kind of going through this mindset right now, and everyone's getting a bit burnt out, and I truly think it's just because of COVID, and we were all so excited to jump on all these events once the pandemic cleared out, and now we all just dug ourselves into a really deep hole of not even wanting to attend events anymore. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a little different from my usual content. It was just, you know, casual little chit chat. Let me know if you want more chill videos like this of me just talking shit for the whole time. And again, if you guys are kind of going through a similar idea for 2023 and how you're approaching festivals, let me know in the comments and we can chat about it more. I'll have my Lunchbox article link down below. And if there's any other content you guys want to see besides festival related stuff, please let me know. Like I said, I'll be moving. I know a lot of people like moving content, New York content. Whatever you guys want, whatever you're feeling, just let me know. Let a girl know, because I always take those things into consideration, and I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. This channel saw so much growth this year, and this YouTube channel is my baby, and I'm very proud of it, and I've met so many of you guys this year through it, and I just want to say thank you as we get to the end of 22. Thank you for supporting me and subscribing and smashing that like button and turning that fucking bell on, okay? Y'all warm my heart every time I meet you at events or anytime you leave me a nice comment. It really reminds me why I do this and why I make these videos, to help you guys and help improve your live event experiences. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season, whatever holiday you celebrate, and a lovely new year, and I will talk to you guys in my next video in 2023. Peace.